New one that just started. So this one, you only have to have 90 SPS staked and 116,000 power. So this would be one that D9 that we were talking about last night would be able to play as long as he's got that much power. Um,
So, to something we were talking about earlier today offline. I'd love for you to bring it up here in the chat because I think everybody could really use this knowledge because it sure helped me. The 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 fact that Splinterlands is using the SPS tokens in a lot of different ways. One of which that we know of is going to be obviously access to tournaments. If you don't have SPS staked, you're not going to get access to certain tournaments. Another one is the cards. You're not going to be able to buy, or you're not going to get into the pre-sale of the cards unless you have SPS stake. So you were saying that that's kind of a glimpse to what's coming and the importance of staking and having SPS, right?
yeah, so the people who were in the stream last night saw me get pretty passionate in a discussion. We were talking about basically talking about how some of the tournaments were now no longer accessible to the new players. And I wanted to point out that if you look at the top here, that over the upcoming couple weeks here, there's over 150,000 in tournaments. And the amount awarded here, 540,000, this number was only about 300,000 a couple weeks ago or a month ago. And that 300,000 awarded was over 2 years, right? So in the last couple weeks or the last month, they've now doubled the amount of awards they've given in tournaments in compared to, like, there's been more there's going to be more in the last month and next month combined than there was in the last 2 years total. So, and that's because of these SPS tournaments that they're putting up that have these high buy-ins. And that was what was getting confused by, one of the newer players who was like, they just keep jacking these up. Those tournaments didn't even exist. Those high payout ones, the ones that are in the 5,000s, 3,000s, 10,000, those didn't even exist. Those were all recently created to support SPS as a token and to give players a reason to stake SPS, and give players a reason to, who are staking SPS, a reason to continue staking SPS. And what SPS ultimately is Splinterlands, the company, is decentralizing the company. The company is now going to be who owns the SPS tokens. SPS holders are going to be able to make decisions about the game going into the future, you know, uh, and that can even happen before the airdrop is over. Like, technically speaking, I think it could happen before the airdrop's over. So I don't know that it will. I'm not forecasting anything. I'm just saying that the ownership is currently being transferred to anybody who wants to buy SPS tokens. That, the whole beauty of cryptocurrency is that cryptocurrency is a thousand heads in one body on a snake. Like, it's impossible for any government or any country or any state to stop it, right? That's the whole point, is that it can't be overtaken or thwarted or manipulated or strong armed or whatever. Like, that's what we see in the real world. That's what we've seen in the real world for thousands of years. Like, a company gets big and then they get flexed on. And so the whole thing about cryptocurrency was partly to prevent that from happening. Like, with monetary policy, you see, like, fiat currency is controlled by, governments, and then you have to trust the governments that you have fiat in to not overprint or dilute your the value of your money. And so that's basically like what crypto is built on. And when Splinterlands first started, their ultimate goal was to be decentralized. Now to that wasn't something that they wanted to do right away, because there was, they had such a vision that they wanted to be able to create what we're playing right now, which is a pretty elaborate vision that none of us would have understood 3 years ago. But now that they're there, now they're ready to take that next step. And of course, like, a lot of the people involved with Splinterlands are going to be have a lot of SPS. They have nice collections and whatever. They're also players. So I mean, it's not like it's completely like coming out of the team's hands that was making decisions. There's still going to be a big factor in decisions, but that now it's a decentralized entity, in that one country can't come down and shut it down, wherever country they were in. So that's the whole idea of SPS tokens. it's it's you're becoming an owner in Splinterlands. If you believe in this game, if you believe that this game is awesome, if you believe it's fun, if it's like you want to buy in, like, and be a part owner, then that comes with rewards as well. Because just like in any situation, if you're the part owner of a company, you're the first in line for a lot of things, right? So that's what's happening for the airdrops, for the Chaos Legion stuff. uh, but that's just the beginning of the SPS stuff. The SPS stuff is only a couple months old, just like the airdrops, just a couple months old. And so this is all still evolving as far as what exactly they're going to do. But so let's take a look at this is the Splinterlands SPS token white paper. You guys saw I just clicked on it from the screen, the airdrop screen. And this is just basically, probably in more detail, what I was just basically saying. Um, but the decentralized autonomous organization, that's basically that. This is what a DAO is. This is what they're setting up the token for. Um, the token distribution. This is showing you like how they're distributing the tokens. So this airdrop is the one we're all familiar with. This is the one that is in our screens and we're claiming every day. Um, so they're giving away 400 million SPS tokens over 12 months. The foundation is going to get 300 million. And that foundation is, if you have any SPS tokens, that's your foundation as well. Like that's the foundation for the owners to decide what to do with it. Do you guys want to use that for advertising? Do you want to use that to promote some other way? Do you want to use that to build some type of infrastructure, whatever? Like that's the whole, that's still part of like ownership, right? Private sale. This sale was already done. This was done before the airdrop started, and before this, the private sale happened before I knew about SPS at all. The team, so that's the rewards for the team that created this amazing game. And you see how they even made it so that 65 months. I mean, that's 5.5 years. So it's not even like they're dumping these tokens in their pockets and they're going to be done with it. No, they're slowly getting released over 5.5 years, so that you don't have to worry about them going anywhere. They have reasons to stay committed to this game for a significant
A
amount of
lot of
time.
reasons,
A lot of reasons.
like 270 million reasons.
Uh-huh. So partners, advisors, that's 1%, 30 million in tokens. That's a really small percentage for any situation for partners and advisors. And again, that's just a testament to how much value that Splinterlands has created for the players and continues to protect for the players. And now this is the cool part that, like, a lot of you guys still don't comprehend what's evolving with the SPS. But so more than twice the amount that they're airdropping to players, is being reserved for 5.5 years of gameplay. So in battles, either instead of getting DEC or on top of getting DEC, you're going to be getting uh, SPS as a reward, right? Now I don't know if you need to have X amount of SPS staked. That stuff, it might be in the paper or it might not be out yet. And then these staking LP and Oracle rewards. This is rewards on what you are staking in SPS. So that's like the interest you're getting on your staked SPS. It's also they're theorizing they want to create it so that you can stake on a particular player, and the better that player does, the more return you get on your SPS, and the better a player does slash the less amount of SPS that player has staked on them, the more return you get. So like if you pick a player who's like a not well known, doesn't have a lot of people staking on him, and you stake on him big and he has a good season, you're going to have a great return on that player. But that return gets diminished the more people that stake on a particular player, because it's uh, they're splitting the rewards among all the people who staked the player. So that's a pretty cool
That
thing.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so if you're like, oh man, BJ, I can't beat that guy. Like he beats me every time. Like I might stake a lot of SPS on him. But if a lot of people are thinking that, I might do better staking it on myself, because
Gank.
I even if I don't win as much as he does, less people might stake on me, and so I might get a better return on my SPS. So there's some type of meta level there, or you might want to stake like 2% on the top 50 players. That might be a way to do it, but it's just
Hey,
another
Gank.
another layer. Yep.
Did you see that Jay Z and Kippy redeemed
Yo,
ad time?
we
And
if you figure out how to do an ad, we owe the box 3 ads. So they're trying to kill the stream, but that's all right. I feel like I deserve an ad for a break anyway. Um,
I redeemed the hydrate. I was trying to. I mean, you really thoroughly explained it. I was just trying to let people know they were important.
no, but I wanted to go through this. It's a good time to go through this. But this is breaking down.
Well, it's important to know because we're owners in this company, in this game. We're all owners that have SPS.
Right,
Look at
and
the salt.
so this is finally the remaining 60% of the token. That's the two bottom things we were going there. Will be towards rewarding players, SPS holders, liquidity providers, and oracles. These tokens will be released on a fixed schedule, and go into separate pools, various different areas to be rewarded. Please see the pay to earn rewards pool section of this document for the full thing. So we can go to this section here, and then you can see how it's broken down. So ranked battles are going to get 7.5 million SPS per month for players to earn in ranked battles. So, like, uh, that's a huge like a reward system, right, for the SPS. It's the staking rewards also getting 7.5 million per month. So that's the interest we're getting on staked SPS, and that's why it goes down. The percentage goes down a little bit every day, because as more people um, stake, they're they're splitting the same reward pool, right? They're giving away X amount per hour of SPS. So the more people who have more SPS stake, that just gets a little bit diluted. But it's 7.5 million a month, and ideally SPS goes up in value so that the value is staying the same, or even increasing, right? LP incentives. Forget what LP stands for. Land expansion. So this is for people who have land assets. So when you hold
Hey,
land, you know that you get 10,000 airdrop points or whatever. So I think that's maybe what they're talking about there. And then you
hey,
see
Gank.
tournament prizes. Yep.
Somebody was asking about the land. The I forget what it was. Kuster asked if. Let me find it.
If you
What's
can
your
still buy
opinion
it.
on land?
Well,
And
my
if you, yeah, I told
my
him.
My
I
opinion on
told her
the
where they could buy it.
my opinion on the land is that it's an asset that's not going to be there's not going to be more land created. Now theoretically, like the DAO could vote to create more land, but most of the people that are going to be holding SPS are going to be landowners. Like a lot of the Splinterlands uh, crew, guys like myself. Also, I own a whole region myself. Like we're not going to want more land, so I would. The theory probably is just like other games like Decentraland is in a similar situation. They could create more land, but their DAO is probably never going to allow that either because it would dilute the value of all the land that's already created. And so the thought is that most likely this is all the land that's going to exist. So, the supply is going to stay the same. And if demand keeps increasing for the land, then the prices will go up. And if the value of the land keeps increasing because of card values and the other things that you can earn off of land like totems and stuff, uh, I personally I own 1,000 plots of land, so take that for whatever you want to take that for. Um, but I don't want to necessarily give investment advice. I just want you guys to understand what's going on. It's a complex game, and this decentralization of the ownership is also complex. So there's like a lot of stuff to kind of talk about. Um, and then tournament prizes, 2.5 million per month. So that's what you've been seeing kicking in. Is that that come 2.5 million a month at 25-30 cents a piece. That's $750,000 in tournament prizes. So that's why you're seeing, or maybe
And if
not quite, maybe
SPS
maybe not that
goes up
much. Maybe it's
50
more like
cents.
600,000 a month. But that's why you're seeing these big tournament prizes. That's why you're seeing so much rewards happening, or the tournaments being like the earnings and rewards like doubling in the last 2 weeks. That's because these tournaments are going, and that's why there's also the requirement to stake SPS to play in these tournaments, because these are SPS tournaments that are coming from SPS. They're it's taking value away from the SPS. So if you want to have the ability to earn that, to be enter those tournaments, these are the requirements that they've set for you to be able to enter in those, the ones that they figured out. Now those values can change. The DAO can change those values. Um, and but yeah, I think that's so this is land expansion. Also, land gets you a
Okay.
significant. Yep.
I was just a couple of people have asked how they buy land or buy land on Hive Engine, which is it's relatively complicated. Uh, you want to watch, you don't have to explain much. You just basically export your dark energy crystals from your wallet to Hive Engine, and then in Hive Engine, hive-engine.com, you go there, and then you have to change your dark energy crystals in the swap Hive token, and then use swap Hive to purchase land, a plot of land.
So that's the Hive engine. Well,
And
the Hive dash engine.com is a is the second. It's a layer on top of Hive. It's a second layer. That's that's where SPT tokens are able to be created and and put into that blog site, right? That's where those SPT tokens can go and be transferred to and be sold on Hive Engine. You can transfer DEC to the Hive Engine and sell DEC on the marketplace there. You can transfer packs of cards and sell packs of cards on the marketplace there. You can transfer land and sell plots of land or totems or anything. Um, and it's you have to learn some things to do some of those transfers the first time, but once you understand everything, I mean that site was built by Agrode, who's one of the two founders of Splinterlands. So, um, so this part of transferring DEC out into the Hive engine is super easy, and the Hive engine .com, hive-engine.com is going to be your same information that you use to enter into Splinterlands or Hive, same name, same passwords. Um, and then as far as like if I was going to send a pack to Hive engine, uh, well,
You have to go to open.
so I don't know if you
You
guys
go to
notice
open.
here that this is inventory here. So if you click on your backpack here, this is going to take you to like, um, so merits is a thing from guilds. And then this is a land track, but I also have a land region. Um, but say we wanted to take, I don't have anything to really transfer to tokenize, but I mean, I guess this is the same idea. Like, but instead of that particular screen, it would pull up a different screen if you were going to send like a pack of cards. But basically, you would want to tokenize that pack and then hit OK. And then basically, Splinterlands will deduct that pack from your account here and add it to your Hive Engine account. And then, like, to send it back, you would have to all you do is transfer that pack to, I believe it's Steam Monsters,
Team
because
monsters.
that
Yeah.
was originally their name. And so you just transfer it to Steam Monsters, and then they would automatically know to put it into your account because they're going to put it into the account that they received it from. Um, but like you would want to
And
walk through to do it to go back that way, just so that you understand what's going on and you send it to the right person.
you can also tokenize packs in open. Just by the way,
So let's do a couple
just
drawings
another
here.
way to do it.
We've done a lot of talking. Let's get a couple. You guys in the queue, and we have.
Move.
All right, we're gonna pick a winner here for the giveaway first. Good luck.
Muji said he got on Splintertalk and he got SPS or SPT when someone upvoted him. He thought that was cool. It is really cool.
Yeah,
I love
did you go
I
back
love it.
because I upvoted you for a couple hundred SPT? And if you would have wrote more, and made a more detailed post, I would have done even more. You should also try to add a picture um, to your profile, and also to when you make a post, add a picture into the post so that it shows up in the pages where it's showing off your post. Okay,
I've done a
Pseudo.
lot of posts. You can check my page if you want. Go to Walking Keys on Splintertalk.
Yes, and follow us on Splintertalk HQ, and if you look at Lands,
Splinterlands HQ.
yeah, if you look at Splinterlands HQ, who we follow, you'll see Walking Keys is one of the names we follow, so you'll be able to get to them that way as well. But also follow us so that we know to follow you back. Follow us on the Splinterlands HQ so we know to follow you back and you're in our stream so that we know when to upvote you when you post.
Well, the best thing to do, honestly, I think, is everyone use this Splinterlands HQ tag. So that way we can just search the tag, and anyone that uses the Splinterlands HQ tag will check out.
That's a great idea as well.
Because I started posting under the Splinterlands HQ tag today.
All right, we're going to give Pseudo
Hey,
a
thank you,
spin
Muji.
here.
Who gets the spin?
Pseudo just want to spin.
Oh, again, huh? Congratulations, Saturno's Knight.
Moogie, I need you to follow SplinterlandsHQ. Not me.
You can follow him.
I mean, you can follow me, but this was the raffle, yes. A gold card.
Oh, you premature again.
Oh,
Nice.
sorry. You might have won a gold card.
Oh, you won a gold card.
Um, all right, so I think he just put his name up there. Tyrone.
That's awesome.
And what color splinters do you use regularly? Pseudo, what color splinters do you use?
That's just for you, Sutoro.
All right, you have 5 seconds to answer. I'm just gonna send you a random one.
Three, two, one.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh. He said send me a random one.
Okay.
Lord Z. I like that. Earth.
All
You
right.
know what time it is, Gank?
We're gonna send a gold Charlock Minotaur.
It's time for. Oh, that's a good one. That's the one with reach, right?
It's the one with true hit. Definitely, it always hits.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
Oh okay.
Let us know you got that card. It should be on its way over. Awesome.
Yeah. Muji, listen, man. There was a site called Steam It, and Steam It was a blogging site that looked almost exactly like Hive. Um, and Hive actually hard forked off of the Steam blockchain. And I made all my crypto, all my Splinterlands investment, everything came from blogging on that Steam It site in 2017. And to this day, and it continues to help.
Keys, talk about that. I'm gonna take a 1 minute break. So you keep talking
Back
about
in the
that.
day, it was 2017. I found Steam It, and it's a blogging site where you got paid in crypto, and that was during the big bull run of 2017. I was getting paid $100, $120 a day to write blogs on there, and people would upvote it, and I had a good little following. And then what I would do, because I couldn't figure out how to get the money from there into my bank account, but I could figure out how to put it in a wallet and store Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I just started doing that and pulling half of it off and putting it in that wallet. And eventually that added up. So that was one of the best things I ever did was blog that whole year. And that's why I have so many followers on Splintertalk, is because they all came, well, not all of them, but a lot of them were back from from Steam It days. So, but yeah,
But
pretty cool.
yeah, we
And
back, baby.
and that's the thing though, if you just get active on Splintertalk, you can build up from nothing on there because everyone on there is interested in the same thing in Splinterlands. And if you just have some good content and you're a little bit interesting, and you have people like Gank, and I'll upvote you too. My vote is worth maybe like 80 SPS or SPT.
But
Gank's is like 1,000.
you guys see right here this Splinter Talk tokens. This is part of the daily airdrop. If you have Splinter Talk tokens, for every 4 you get 1 point in the airdrop. So if you didn't have a reason to blog before, you do now, because we're telling you that we have good upvotes on there. We'll upvote you if you put up good content. talk about your journey through Splinterlands, talk about our stream, s- talk about anything. You enter the art
People
contest.
post, yeah, people post blogs about what cards they got for their daily rewards.
Yeah, as long as you do a solid paragraph or two, I'll give you a fat upvote, you know, and that will, and then in 1 week you'll be able to claim your rewards, and then for the next 300 days, that will get you SPS and airdrop. You just hold on to the SPT, and then on top of that, you'll have the value of the SPT at the end as well. You know, so there's plenty of ways for you guys to build up here. You know, we're trying to show you a few different approaches, you know, because not everyone's in the same situation. But like Walking Keys, he's a writer, so that was naturally an easy way for him to get into crypto in general, you know, and he got a nice little following, and he did it really seriously for a while as like a little side project, and you know, now he sleeps on camera.
That's not necessarily true. You know, though, but the thing is, you're absolutely right, gang. Like I found a niche that fit me that allowed me to earn crypto.
Right.
You know, if you're a gamer playing games, Splinterlands is the same thing. You grind out, you get your daily chest, and you wait a couple of years. All of a sudden, it's going to be worth a lot more than what you had. And
Right.
if you're not a gamer, there's other things. If you're really into investments and stocks, there's what is it, Leo Finance on the High blockchain. You can blog on that
Yeah.
and get Leo coins.
Right. And
If
so
you, I mean, there's all kinds of things.
Leo is another second layer of Hive, similar to SPT or Splintertalk, but just focused on the finance aspect that they're focused on. And there's other layers, second layers as well. Um, and then there's also, you know, all of you guys who have an account also have an affiliate link. If you're more of the salesperson type person, you can go out and just get people to sign up through your affiliate link, and you'll get 5% of all of their like direct purchases from Splinterlands for their entire accounts.
In
So
perpetuity. Yeah,
yeah,
forever.
so I mean there's lots of ways that you know you can like
If,
build
if
assets
you're an
up in the
artist, you
game.
can make NFTs and put them in the Hive NFT. Uh, what's the Hive NFT thing?
Yeah, no, Adhikar, I'm like you. I'm not a big writer, so I'm with you on that. I'd rather be on stream for a couple hours and write one paragraph. But other people, it's the exact opposite. They can write a book every night, you know, and that's what they want to do, you know, like that's their thing. Sorry, Keezer, what did you say? Or Keys?
No, I was just saying, and if you're an artist, you
Yep.
can, you know, you have NFTs, and there's actually a couple really great platforms that are coming out for music that have blockchain interactions too. So I'm just saying, if there's something, and to be honest, Hive, as far as what's out there in the marketplace right now, Hive has more opportunities for people that are just trying to get in and earn a little crypto than any other blockchain out there right now.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
pretty
cool.
impressive.
It is cool that
There's
it,
two NFT hives. There's one now on Splintertalk, and then there's the what's the one for Hive? I can't think of it now. Okay,
NFT showroom.
yeah, that's it. And I think if you go, what is it? I don't know. Hive. There's something that lists all the dApps that are on Hive.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one, but um, yeah. So I mean, this is so for that tract, which is 100 plots, I'm getting 1 million airdrop points a day. So you know that's airdrop points, not SPS. Um, so just one plot of land though is 10,000 airdrop points. So when you buy that land, if you buy a plot of land, I think you get for every about 7,000 or so. airdrop points right now. You get one SPS a day. It might be a little more, it might be 7,500. I'm not sure exactly the numbers, but so you're going to get an SPS for those airdrop points or more every day for a little while. It might eventually be a little less than one SPS, but that's for 300 days. And so that's puts a dent into whatever it would cost you on top of the value of the land, right? So that's another thing to take into consideration. Same really with everything, SPT, I went and bought a bunch of them a couple months ago when I saw that it was on here because I was like, well, that seems really undervalued, like for getting airdrop points for 350 days on it, and so, I got tons of SPT now. There's only 90 million SPT out there, and I got a good stash going.
I'd say so. And I appreciate those upvotes when I get them.
You're
Well, you're
welcome. You're
welcome,
welcome.
Mosho. That's what we're here for, man. That's why we do this. We want to see the community grow, and I'm super excited.
The other
Just the fact that we've seen so many new players enter this space in such a short amount of time.
the other thing I would stress about anything that you're getting into is one, don't get into stuff just to make money. Get into it because it's something you enjoy doing, whether it's playing a game or whatever. And if you really are going to commit to something, understand the tokenomics of it, understand how it works, understand if what you're investing is going to get diluted or how that's going to go into the future. Like really understand it before, just thinking you're just going to get rich, because I mean it's that's not how anything works, like you need to really understand uh what you're getting yourself into. And so that's why I don't mind walking through the white paper, so you guys understand better all the things I'm talking about, why I'm saying that this could be a good idea for you, right?
Yeah. Somebody said, Mick said, and it brings up a good point because you told me not to do this the other day. Is holding a lot of deck because it's a little more volatile, and it's also supposed to be pegged at 1,000 per dollar, right? And so the goal is to get that for the company's view or the Splinterlands view is to get that the value of deck down, right?
Right. And so this is something that I've been stressing since the beginning of the stream. And I believe part of the reason it's pushed up is because partially because the demand of players, excuse me, has been really powerful, and increasing, but also because it's part of the airdrop points. I think that people are like, oh, there's a value to holding that, and stacking that, and so I think that also has been driving up the price. So I don't know. I This is what they say in AMAs. The founders are like, it's supposed to be loosely pegged at a dollar. They're going to take a look at the whole DEC thing as soon as they have time to. It's something that they definitely are going to possibly add. There's already mechanics in place, have been, for when DEC is below 1,000 per dollar, to make DEC uh, make less of it, or let there be less of it, like through rewards pools and stuff, so that the demand increases and brings it up to a dollar. And when it's over a dollar, more rewards are given out in DEC to push the price back down to a dollar. And so I've been telling people you should expect DEC to go back to 1,000 per dollar at some point, that you shouldn't be holding on to it because you think it's going to keep going up, because no one who's in charge of anything thinks that that's going to just keep going on, and they don't want it to, because they've priced guilds in just DEC, they've priced the dice packs for just in DEC, You know, there's other things that are just DEC that they're not trying to make $8 per 1,000 DEC. You know, they're trying to make it how they intended it to be, which was those dice packs were supposed to be $3 a piece. And when I bought the thousands of dice packs I did, that I paid about $3 a piece for them. And then all you guys started showing up, and you know, and all the deck prices started shooting up, and suddenly they're $20 a pop. You know, and part of that was because the cards inside of them were now valued highly, and that was also pushing up the prices and stuff. So it all works hand in hand. All right,
Yeah,
we
I
should
just I
probably.
want to say one thing real quick that, and I think this is important. If you're here to play the game, which is perfect, that's what it's designed for. Then you want to learn all the rules for the game. You want to find out what the abilities do, the cards. But if you're also here to invest and you're looking at this as a way to invest and get into crypto and stack your crypto, it's important to read those white papers and really know the tokenomics of of the Hive blockchain and for Splinterlands, because it will help you make better decisions.